Let me open the next one. Okay. Okay, now we are live on YouTube. Right. Just look at this. Okay. What else? I think I have this, have that. Okay, we go live on Facebook now, Twitter. All right. See, there you go. Okay, perfect. We're live. Have to share my screen. This one. So what can people see? Yeah, they can see me live. That's fine. Everyone can see me live. Here we go. So slow. Okay, share screen. Okay. It's on. Perfect. So they should see my screen here. So basically, what I want to see, I want to make sure, let me see if everyone see my screen. Let me see what the people see. No, actually have to move. Yeah. There you go. It works. Yeah, perfect. I got it now. We got it now. We got it now. All right, right. I think we're ready to go, mate.
So I'm just checking the feeds on Facebook and stuff as well.
Yeah. That's working, I think. How it looks over there?
It looks okay. Intro trust. I like your screen there.
Yeah. Good. Perfect. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we good there on Facebook Live?
I'm just logging in now, mate. Sorry, I've got.
It's all right. It's all right. No worries. Just everything is going. YouTube is okay. We're good to go. Here we are. This one.
Trade of JR. Let's have a look.
You should see the sliding got we trust. Just getting ready for this one to go. There we go. Okay.
Where are we at then? Not seeing any lives on Facebook.
It's there somewhere.
Yeah, it will be. It will be. If you've got an activation thing on your side. Yeah, just go for it, mate.
All right, let's just get going, man. All right, let's see. Here we go. Okay, let's start the session for the day. Okay. There you go. Oh boy. All right, and welcome everyone. This is the War Room 1985, and today we're going to just continue with our London morning call. Here we're just going to go with everything that comes to the market. H4, we're going to talk about the Great British Pound versus the US dollar. Why is the number one currency that you must be trading? As well, we're going to talk a little bit more about gold, Bitcoin. Hey, Larry, you there, man?
Yes, mate. Love listening to your voice. Crack on.
Crack. So good. Yeah, I mean, I have to get a little bit more techie, man. This thing is really slow when we start all the shows. It's like I have a 20 plus minute setup just to get going.
Do you know what? You've got your own little TV studio there. It just takes time. We just need to practice. We just need to bring it all together.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, let's start. People are waiting. They want to check those charts, and we're gonna give them to them. Okay, so please remember that everything you see is for guidance, educational purposes only. We do know, in fact, that you want to trade, that you want to make money. Things are really difficult out there. COVID-19 had no mercy upon us, and the team, the War Room 1985, the London Morning Call, the team Trade with JR. The different brands we represent. What we want to do, we want to add value. We want to add that little bit extra that will allow you to develop new skills that you're definitely going to need. And just one of the skills, I mean, we're not saying like without trading or investing, you're not going to make it. But I sure know, we sure think, and it's evident, that's the way it looks, that all these restrictions are just pushing down the road the hardworking class. No other way around. It's very challenging. So you must have an online skill, and we like to think trading Forex, for example, with our methodology, the H4 methodology, is absolutely one of the best ways for you to keep bringing some cash, putting some pounds on the table, dollars, euros, wherever it's the case, wherever you're hearing us from. It will allow you to do that, build up your account and pay the bills. Okay. So today, Larry, we're gonna talk about H4, and we're gonna take a look at what happened yesterday, because I think it's crucial for the audience to see how the market played with us based on a short-term news.
Yeah, I think it was, for me, it was a very big surprise to see that massive drop, because I thought I was in for a good trade there, and then it just turned against me, which is nature of the beast, sadly. But if you can explain to me where I went wrong, that would be amazing.
Yeah, let's take a look at that. We're going to start with the dual screen. The dual screen, what we want to do, we want to show you side by side two asset classes. So I found this to be a very educational and easy way to learn, okay, to see what happened. Now, I'm going to take to the right, I'm going to talk about, for example, the euro. For example, the euro versus Japanese yen first, and then we're going to take a look at the same thing that happened for those that were actually long, those that actually were buying the pound versus the US dollar. Now, to the left, you have, this is the chart for the S&P 500. It's one of the most important equity indexes in the world, all right? So yesterday, at some point somewhere, I don't know if I can find it on Twitter, they were talking and someone came with a headline that tensions were increasing between the US and China. Hey, man. When was the last time they were friends? Please tell me. When was the last time the US and China were eating apple pie?
I think there was that one day when Trump got inaugurated and everyone thought he was all right, and then he invited them over. And since then, it's been a downhill relationship, let's be honest.
Yeah, let's face it. That's what it is. I'm not sure if I can find it on Twitter. I'll give it a try later. But that headline shook everyone from shook the grounds for everyone. So basically, what it did, and I'm just going to set the chart here so we all see it exactly as it took place. This is what happened. Okay, do you see this candle right there? All right, I think probably. Yes. Let me just change to red. See, this is the 1 hour candle. This is when the headlines went through Twitter or the media, and see what happened on the other side. Pretty much at the same time, I will say, let me see if I can find the right time, because I want everyone to see this, because this is going to be a big learning lesson. This is 23. This is the 15 hours. Let's look the same on the S&P 500. You see, this is the 15 hours. You see this one right there.
Yep.
Then a continuation. So for about 2 hours, it was totally bearish. Let me just mark it with, I will say yellow, because this is the catalyst. This is the trigger for what happened to everyone. Okay. There you go. You have two candles, 2 hour, one hour candle. Let me just have it there a little bit more. Just trying to make sure we got it. There you go. How it looks.
Yep, I see that.
Elegant, right? Elegant, right? Clean. All right. So what happened yesterday? The headlines come out. The news. All right. News comes out. Whatever was the news. All right, and it hits the price. Okay. Bow. In the short term, for about 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours. Let me just get this right. 1 to 2 hours. There was a small sell-off. Okay. And we went risk on, risk off. In plain English, what that means is investors, for a very short period of time, they just look for protection because they didn't know what was happening, right? It's like there's an earthquake. I mean, the grounds are, it's like a small earthquake. You're not like, hey, let me check what it is. No, you just go for cover, right? You cover yourself. You stand up, you move, and then you're like, okay, what is happening? That's exactly what happened. And that took place in about 1 to 2 hours yesterday. So everyone that was long risk, meaning everyone buying, everyone that was in a buy on the Great British Pound, on the Euro, they got hit. Also the ones that were trading the yen crosses, Euro versus Japanese yen, a little bit of dollar versus Japanese yen, and as well, Great British Pound, GBP versus Japanese yen, JPY. Everyone that was in that case, they got hit, right? Because investors, they massively took that all that money and just went on safety. Now remember, the other reason is the markets, as it is, they're very high for a lot of people, not for us. I mean, we have a different angle to understand how the markets are behaving right now. But there's this misconception or idea, which is just a myth, that the market is too high. No, the market is just doing what it is doing. And then it just needed to breathe. This is the breathing. This is the pause. All right. This is the pause. And it was very short. So it shook everyone from their long positions, risk. If you were risk, you got hit here. It went down about 100 pips. All right. And then what the market does, they took out everyone and then it continued. It's that simple. It's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's just what the market does. It took out everyone, and then it continued its trajectory, because by no means this was threatening the bullish trend that we have in equity indexes. Same thing. Look what happened. Look, all the pressure. You have all the pressure, right? All the sell-off in the 1 hour candle on the Euro versus Japanese yen. And then what it did, smart investors, they see this as the opportunity to come back in with millions of dollars, and then they continue the uptrend. There you go.
Do you know what? What's really interesting about this? Now, obviously, it was painful taking a bit of a loss just because of that, and it was a lesson learned. You have to be watching more than just the currency that you're trading. There's obviously a lot going on. But the fact that money can move so quickly in the markets in the space of an hour is actually a bit of an eye-opener, because while in my head, I know that it's an interconnected world, everyone's got access to digital terminals that can execute trades almost instantly. So that's a bit of an eye-opener, Jose. Thank you very much for pointing that out.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate. So this is what happened yesterday. Nothing to be concerned. One thing for sure that we think, it's, remember, seasonality, okay? Seasonality. And what seasonality dictates is pretty simple. It dictates that we are heading into the holiday seasons. nothing's going to happen. You don't have to be concerned like, oh, the markets are just going to crumble. They're going to come down. That's not what is going to take place. Let me just try this again. Yeah, that's not what is going to take place. Pretty much the markets, what they're doing, they're just recycling lots of their liquidity. That's what they're doing. They're coming from, for example, you have, let me just have it on the screen at the same time. So we'll see. The market is recycling itself at this moment. The market is taking lots of profit from tech giants like Zoom, for example. Zoom is what, about 500% this year, right? That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. So a lot of these funds, think about this, Larry, mutual funds, insurance companies, the big boys that they have their equation to invest, which is 60-40, it all depends what equation they have. They need to rebalance. You need to all time to have your portfolio balanced. So think about this, judging at TradingView and what we have on Zoom. Let's say you invested at the beginning of the year, in January, you started a position on Zoom Technologies. You knew you saw that coming, right? You read the words on the wall, whatever, right? You are 760%. Don't you think it's time to take some money off the table? What do you think, Larry?
And have a very, very Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's a very, very Christmas. I don't know what's the expression. Hanukkah comes in July, something like that.
We'll have to ask know about that one, actually.
Yeah,
Isn't Hanukkah the Jewish holiday?
Yeah.
It's early in the year. I remember that.
Exactly. So there's something like that. And if anyone in the audience know the right expression, please. We are live on Facebook. We're live on Twitter. We're live on YouTube. And also we have our section here on Zoom. So if you have any comments on that expression, please let us know. We will really want to get it right. So if you have that, if you have 760% on the table, this took place by October, don't you think it's time to take some money? I mean, it's coming. Christmas around the corner. So you're taking some money off the table. That's exactly what all these big funds do. And that's exactly what you as a retail trader, you must learn to do. You have to treat investing, trading. It doesn't matter if it's Forex and you're following our methodology H4. It doesn't matter if you're trading options or US equities. At the end of the day, it's about learning how to take tranches where you come in for a certain period of time, you invest, and then you collect. It's about collecting. And in time of COVID, which are not going to be done just because we have Pfizer, Moderna, and the latest one, Larry, AstraZeneca. Now, all of them, suddenly, they have a 90%, 90% effectiveness, right? I mean, I just waiting for the next one to say, hey, I have a 91%. It's just crazy. But it's fine. It's fine. It's great because we're getting to that point that the virus itself, although we are going through tough restrictions, a lot of small businesses are still suffering and will suffer. And some of them, they are going to be erased from the map. There are better days ahead of us. There are better days ahead of us. I totally believe that. So understand.
Joseph, just to let you know, I've got a little bit of background noise behind me. I've got a crazy little 2-year-old jumping about. So
that's all right, man.
Myself.
You're a family man. Good man.
That's it. Get the privilege of working from home.
Yeah, that's what it is. WFH, working from home.
Working from home.
Yeah, that's right. So judging at this chart, it tells you that if you see any lower day, I don't want to call it bearish day, just a lower day where prices are not as high as you think, you don't have to set your mind into panic mode. You don't have to go into panic mode. It's just the game. People out there, investors, smart investors, institutions, they are going to take profits. That's what we're here for, to take profit. That's what we do in this London Morning Call, to guide you better. And of course, we're looking forward to know that you will consider to join us in the different programs that we offer, coaching programs that we offer. But this is very important to understand. Don't let your emotions control you. Don't let your imagination fly away with something like what happened yesterday for about an hour or two. It's just the market trying to play with you, trying. Now, if you come to a London Morning Call with us, you will learn step by step exactly how to position yourself accordingly and not let anything like that take you out, right? And you have to take a loss. If you have to take a loss because you have a stop loss or any risk management tactic apply to your position, that's fine. You will live to fight another day, and that's very important. So let's start, Larry. What do you say if we take a look at what's happening on H4? Shall we?
I've got it up in front of me. It's been a bit of interesting morning so far. I'll just give you my analysis, actually, because I'm not...
Hey, go ahead, man. Yeah, lovely.
Just because you've been teaching me, it'd be nice just to show you that I'm actually learning what you showed me. So like you say, yesterday we had, it was trending upwards towards 134.08. I was in for a position. I came in before we had our morning call. I'd taken a buy at 133.18, and I was looking for it to go to the upper level. Now, sadly, because of what you just explained with the S&P, we took a little bit of a drop, and I got stopped out because of that. But that's fine. Like you say, you have to take your risks and you have to take your wins. But it does mean that I'm in the ability to fight today now as well, which is fantastic. Now, looking at it, this morning as the London market opened, we're starting to trend. In fact, there was a massive trend up. And it seems to be in a little bit of consolidation now, but I would expect it to continue to the 134.08 level, which is the upper H4 for the zone. Now, I don't assume, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't assume it's going to go above that, or if it does, it's not going to be too much, just because we're working with the 85-pip rotation, which is the H4 strategy that we're teaching. So I've got a sell limit automated to take a sell at that point, with the intention of it coming back down to a 133.187. How does that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like a good plan. So basically, what Larry's expecting is we already have a position where we have a rejection of the H4 levels. We work with 85 pips all the time, 85 pips. And the idea is for us to have a map, the battle plan. Every day you come in to work, you come in to trade Forex as a business. And this is the map that help us and guide us to attempt to collect every week. I repeat, every week, at least 500 pounds. I repeat, we look to, it's an attempt every week to collect at least 500 pounds. It can be 500 euros. It can be $500 for you. How you get there? Well, of course, you will need some capital, some labor capital. And some of you guys would open your accounts with 500 pounds. It doesn't matter. The idea is at the end of the day is for you to have an account, a real trading account where you have an opportunity. People say like, well, of course, hey guys, if you guys are making 500 pounds per week, you guys are rich. Why are you doing this? It's like anything. Imagine that Bill Gates would have the same idea that you're saying. Oh, well, I have Microsoft. I'm just going to keep it for me and my kids. No, if you have something good in your hands, why not sharing? Yeah, of course. Of course. Let's be open. There will be a financial commitment from both from one side to another, but there's a professional commitment as well, right? So think about Ferrari. Enzo Ferrari, you're saying like, I'm going to keep Ferrari for me. I'm going to be the only guy driving one. No magic. No magic. So we have come with methodologies, tactics, and a learning program that will allow you to prepare yourself, to rewire yourself, coming from what we know. It's no shame on it, a job, a very repetitive and sometimes even mechanical thing where we just go and produce and make others happy. And we just sort of say, okay, it's good because we went back home with a few pounds, a few euros, a few dollars. And we say, it's okay. It's not a problem. Maybe one day will my day come. No. You have to make it happen. So what Larry said, basically, as we have the levels, these levels are always there, okay? It's a predetermined. Nothing will surprise you. Why? The price is just moving within the range of the logic, within the range of those predetermined levels by the 85 pip rotation. Now, where do we get that? Where do we get that? From the chart. The pound is giving it to you. That's pretty simple. The pound is giving it to you. How? So sometime back in July 22nd, there's a H4. There's an H4. This is what is called the H4 methodology. There's one candle that opened at 8 a.m. on July 22nd of this year. And from the high to the low, the total accumulation, it's 85 pips. Now, what does that mean? It means that there was a lot of activity. So think about this. If you trade with one standard lot, okay, if your account allows you to trade with one standard lot, then you can expect to make in about less than 4 to 8 hours, 850 pounds. How does that sound, Larry? If you were if you're in the position to make 850 pounds in less than 4 to 8 hours of work.
That sounds better than the day job, and that's why I'm on this call with you right now.
Absolutely. And that's what we're doing. We're doing this call so it's for you to have a broad idea and very specific tips about how the market is behaving, what the market does, what it does, so you can understand. Like you can understand why customers in the morning, they go for coffee, right? They want that shot, they want to wake up before they start the grind. So it's the same way. The market would play with you, trying to move you out of your position, take your money, and continue to do what they do, right? So we need to understand what is happening. And also we need to have a battle plan to counter attack. I want you to think like that. Like MI6, we're going to do the counterintelligence by applying a methodology that will remove any emotions, all right? Any emotions. It will remove any sort of myth that we grew with. We're going to remove all that, and we're just going to trade the battle plan, understanding at every single time what the market may come and do. So Larry's saying, okay, hey, you know what? I'm prepared. This thing at some point is going to move up here. Yeah, it's going to tackle 134.08. You know what? I want to be ready. So if I'm ready, I'm going to have a sell limit order. It's a pending order. Okay, it's available on the MetaTrader 4, the trading platform that you see right now in front of your screen. If you're not new to trading, you know about it. There are a series of trading platforms that allow you to play the game. But if you're new, this is one of the most condecorated platforms. Strong, reliable, friendly, easy to use, like a donkey, but it gets the job done, right? So he is set with a sell limit order here. Right? So as soon as the price comes in, his order will be activated. He will be in a sell, and he will be looking to make some money. He's not going to be waiting. He's not reactive. He's proactive. Proactive. And you can do that when you have a methodology. You have a methodology. Price will do whatever it wants. Say this. Price is just moving. Are these moving? These are not moving. These are predetermined based on an 85 pip rotation. We know them by heart. Goes up, goes down. We know exactly where the pound may land at any given time. If it's going to continue up, we know absolutely it has to go all the way back to 134.90. Is this a surprise? Is this new to us? No, it's not new to us. Why? Pretty simple. Because one of the components of this methodology is understanding that the market, remember, the market has memory. And please do not confuse having memory with past performances. It means that if you make 10,000 pounds, if you made last month 2,000 pounds in profits from your trading account, from your investing account, that does not mean there's no obligation that you will be in position to make the same. Totally different concepts. Market memory, what indicates is if it happens in the past, the price has the ability, the asset has the ability to repeat itself. And that's what we see over and over again. For example, look at this range, the first week of October, 85 pips, it repeat again. It went up, doesn't matter. It went back down and again, and again, and again, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 times the price of the asset. In this case, there's only one asset to study, to master. The Great British Pound versus the US dollar, a currency pair, Forex. 7 times the market did the same. So 7 times you knew there was a range in place. What was the range in place based on the 85 pip rotation? 129.83 to 128.97. I cannot lie to you. I cannot come up with that. It has been there for almost a month. And all you have to do was to position yourself. Yes, absolutely. There will be moments where you will fail. You'll have a situation where you fail a trade. That's why you have to use a stop loss. You have to measure your risk. But at the end of the day, potentially, you're looking to take home 500 pounds per week, 500 euros per week, or $500. Okay? It all depends the available capital that you have in your account, and if you can trade one standard lot. If you are in that position, you will have multiple opportunities on a weekly basis. All right. So Larry said we'll look into that. So what we're going to do, Larry, live, we're just going to go with this simulation account to show the process, to share the process so they can see. I'm just going to bring my market watch and I'm going to go for my pending order. Then I'm going to choose sell limit because the price is heading into that level, that higher rotation at 134.08. I'm thinking like if it moves a little bit more, what I say, it's probably just 134.10, okay? Just in case. I'm going to go for one standard lot. Just add some notes. And then my stop loss, I'm just going to risk 20 pips on that trade. That will be 200 pounds, no more than that. So that will be 134.30. And then I'm going to look for the cost trade. Okay. Now, if you want to know exactly how we divide everything, I want to invite you this time to head to one of our programs, Trade with JR. That's right. You trade with me. We have a monthly challenge where live we guide you, we coach you to understand all these different ideas in how we do this. This is because traders a reason we are expecting at least a 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. That's what we're looking. So if I take this trade and the market comes back to 134 round figure, the psychological 0-0 level, then I'm going to take my profits. Again, I'm going to go in at 134.10. Pretty simple. You don't need a PhD to do this. Pretty simple. It's a very intuitive process. Look at it, what I did. Just punching numbers, and defining everything based on the expectation where the market may head at any given time. I don't know what is going to happen, but you know what's going to be? I'm going to be ready. I will be right there waiting for the market to hunt it down. So I'm going to click place my order, and there you go. You can see my order is not right now in the market. It's just pending. It's in the bottom of my screen. You can see the terminal, and my order is pending. I'm just waiting for it to happen. And as soon as it happens, I will go into the market selling one standard lot of the Great British Pound versus the US dollar, following the H4 methodology. I will have my risk in place, and then I have my target. And I'm looking to take home at least 1-to-1. That will be my RRR, risk reward ratio, So I'm risking at least 200 pounds initially to take something equal, 200 pounds, okay? This is one trade. Remember, one trade out of the many we can have on weekly basis. What do you think, Larry? Does that make sense?
I love that. I'm actually just making a few alterations to mine, just because I was probably a little bit too tight. But you know what? This is the way to trade. Like, I don't need to sit at my computer all switch. This is what I used to do in the past. I know now that there's a level of predictability in this trade, and I know that the computer is set up to do a lot of the work for me, which is just game changing, really. So, Josie, I love it, mate. Keep on teaching me. I will learn everything that you got.
All right. So that's what we got on the front of H4. Please, we're still defining the schedule. It's not easy to produce content. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Content producing and quality content is not easy to come by. It's not easy to develop or have available, the time, all the tools. We're working with our tools. Yeah, some of them are free, some of them you have to pay. So we thank you for your support. Please, right now, if you are any social media, if you like to retweet, if you're on Twitter, please retweet, add some comments. All comments are welcome. If you're a hater, please, we love haters. If you're on Facebook Live, tell your friends about it. If you ever wonder where you can learn to have the strong ground, strong foundation, when it comes to trading and investing, absolutely, the London Morning Call, the War Room 1985 will provide you with that. And if you're ready to jump, you're ready to boost your education and develop those skills that you need to master Forex as a business. I repeat, Forex as a business is not a hobby. We're not looking to make you a trader. We want to make you someone that actually can pay the bills, can put food on the table. Food. I don't know, if you want some scotch too, why not? But the idea is that you have liquidity. That's what we're looking. Also, we're on YouTube. If you're listening and watching us on YouTube, please give us a like, give us a thumbs up. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, no hashtag. Sorry, no sorry. That's how it works. If you give us more thumbs up, more people will know about the London Morning Call here at the War Room 1985, and the better our lives will be. It will support us, and we'll have more resources to produce that content that will lead you guys to bigger and better and faster profits. All right, we're going to continue our day. At this time, we're going to take a look at what's happening on equity markets. And one trading platform that you can use at all time, so you know, it's TradingView, tradingview.com. It's free. It's a very compelling platform for charts. You can access a lot of screeners. And the way we use it, our team uses is we're going to take a look at ABC today. We're going to talk about a little bit of cannabis. The way we use it, ACB, Aurora Cannabis. Oh boy, ACB, Aurora Cannabis. There you go. There you go. The way we use it is for have a view based on volume. We use a little bit of tech tools. One of the many we use is the Hawkeye Traders Volume Pack. It comes with Roadkill, which is the bottom technical indicator, and we have Volume Pack. And the way it works for us is a mix of understanding volume and momentum. Timing, guys. Timing is everything in life. Start a business too soon, the market is not ready for it. Start a business after the train is gone, you have no customers. You need to find the right timing. And that's what we want to do when we talk about US markets. Right now, Larry, US markets are so hot, mate. Really hot. And one of the industries, believe it or not, is the cannabis industry. Did you know that? What's in Larry? You know, he's still around. Let's see if he's around. Okay, Larry will come back at any given time. He's probably doing something. But right now, the cannabis market, and the reason why the cannabis market is so hot right now is because of the size of the illegal cannabis market in the US. Let me just see if I can get you that. Or let's find this data. You there, Larry?
Yep, sorry, mate. I was just.
That's all right, mate.
Distracted there.
That's all right. I was just I ask you a question. Did you know that the cannabis market is so hot right now in the U.S.? Like companies in the industry, in the cannabis industry, that are just booming once again. It's been really hot. Did you know that?
I have heard that for a while, actually. No, because I do marketing on the back end. One of the biggest products that have sort of come to prominence over the past 18 months has been cannabis oil. Now, that's because it's been legalized. But I also know that the potential market for just green cannabis products in general is a multi-billion-pound market. And even so, I don't know if you've ever been. Have you ever been to London and there's like a sushi chain called, I believe it's Yes Sushi. Have you ever tried that?
No, I never tried it.
Okay, brilliant place. But it's like a massive chain over the UK. I'm pretty sure that in America as well. He's actually drawn up plans to go and start having, like, I'm going to assume it's some sort of cannabis selling shops, because they're anticipating that cannabis is going to be legalized for commercial use within the next year or so. So yeah, I know it's a really big market and it's got a lot of potential as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sharing right now with our audience from my friends from Marijuana Business Daily, mgbizdaily.com, a little bit of the data, and you can see the charts and understand what it means, pretty much all the money that you can actually make and the impact on the economy from 2019 to 2024. States in America, especially in the United States of America, they're finding cannabis businesses to be a good source of taxes, right? Yeah. So what it does is that is helping, and this is the section of this article that caught my eye the most. It's understanding that, look at this, for every dollar consumers and patients spend at dispensaries and recreational cannabis stores, an additional $2.50 of economic value will be injected into the economy. and at local level. Do you know when people say like, oh, you're not consuming local, you're actually bringing stuff from China, from anywhere, you're importing to your country a lot of stuff, you're not giving the opportunity for local producers. The cannabis industry is not about that. It's actually, it's refreshing because it's giving back to the communities, their own communities in their ways. You're building, they are consuming or sort of leasing more real estate because they need warehouses to, you know, grow the little plant and everything. So look at all the benefits and look how they translate. So the idea is that we have this misconception that, okay, cannabis it's bad for us. Yeah, that's debatable, right? That's debatable. But look at what it is at the end of the day.
I know for myself, go on.
Yeah, yeah. It pays itself and it helps to build. And also there's a tourist industry out of that. Think about like Amsterdam, right?
Mm-hmm.
They built a whole industry, tourism boom, the tourism boomed in a way thanks to, we know there's a little sex there too, but yeah, let's not be shy about it. But the big boom, the big bazooka that I will say made Amsterdam great again was cannabis. They can say whatever they want, but it's true. They know that. The cannabis and the freedom to enjoy it. But so if we talk about this, how we translate that into potential investment, in potential trading opportunities, we're going to talk about ACB, ticker symbol ACB. Aurora Cannabis is a company trading in U.S. markets, U.S. soil. And the way it looks, look at this. Look at what happened. This is the information right there. You see the green. This candle, we're on the weekly candle. The week of November 2, the beginning of the week of the U.S. elections, this company went up, boomed 140%. Can you imagine take home 140% on your money, Larry, in a week?
Yeah, that would be nice. And I'm going to assume that's because Mr. Biden, the president-elect, has said that he's going to legalize cannabis.
Yeah, it's part of it. Absolutely. There gotta be a catalyst. There always gotta be a catalyst. Something that happens on the back that really it functions as the catalyst of the price action. You see, nothing happens for a reason. You can say, oh, there was a support there, but following our technical tool, Hawkeye volume, we know there was a massive injection of volume. So yeah, absolutely. I'm not surprised that it went up all the way to $14 and there was a little bit of a sell-off. This is the sell-off, right? Because what we said before, if you made some money, hey, it's not a bad idea to take some off the table, right? So there is a sell-off. This is what happens. Look at it. All right. Comes back down. It takes some of the previous gains, but this is just what we call the pause. Think about this as the pause. All right. This section here now is called the pause. It paused. Now, why is that? Let me explain, Larry. This is the structure of how assets. This is not solo applied to currencies. Options, commodities, talk about gold, talk about oil, talk about natural gas, corn, wheat, soybeans, sugar, any stock from Amazon to whatever, from Rolls-Royce, Ferrari, they all do the same. Price starts going up, then you need to pause. Why? It has to pause because the market has to be efficient. The market has to let you play the game. Market efficiency. This means this efficiency, it's allowing you to play the game, to bring in liquidity, to be part of it. If the market were just to rush up like a spaceship, you never invest because your brain is required to think, what? Oh, it's too pricey. It's gone. I missed the boat, right? If the market goes, it moves lower too fast, scares people, right? Oh my God, the world's coming to an end. Scares people. You can't do that. Market is so smart. They can't do that. They have to let you be smart as well for a short time, right?
So when just to interrupt her, Justin, and I fully understand what you're saying. I've heard the saying, you buy the pullbacks and the dips and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Is this a function of human psychology whereby the liquidity makers, those that have got the big amounts of money to inject and take out the market, are playing the game for us? or is this just an automatic function that
it's an automatic automatic function? I call it an automatic function, but it has to be done as well based on psychology. Because think about it, someone that it's not an investor, is actually playing the market. It's in the market to meet, to make money, ends mean, right? As soon as they see 140, they're like, okay, sell that. Okay. So that initial reaction following the flow, following the money that is coming in, builds up. And then they say, well, I made, I don't know, sometimes they double. They take $1,000, they make $1,000 in profits. You know what? It's good enough for them. So they start selling. And that also it's a cascade of millions of dollars, right? But the big money, we know now the big money came in with this big green bullish candle in the volume. We know, if we take a look at, let me clean this for everyone. Look at that, nothing, right? And then out of the blue, you're telling me there's this massive injection of volume.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Why? So the big money, the big investor, the smart money, the X money, the hand behind all of this, it's in. Now, you take profits here, no shame of it. You take money. That's what you're here for. But this is not over. This is just the beginning. This, my friends, for the audience, this can be the new Altria, the new Philip Morris of the world, that for years, every year for 50 years, I repeat, every year for 50 years, these guys were giving back to investors per year a 20% compound. Altria, selling cigarettes. Philip Morris. Cannabis is the new kid on the block. And it's going to be what Altria and Philip Morris did for many investors for more than 50 years. 20% like a clock, right? And this is just early stages. People smoke, and people smoke for decades. And that was massive profits. Well, we know cancer was there on the table too. Now we know that. And they always knew. It was not a secret. And cannabis also, we have some issues. I bet you it will. But as soon as you legalize it, you can create so much value, so much value. So you take the bad with the good and the good with the bad. That's a pretty simple way to see it. So where are we? We are pre-market. Look at this, pre-market. We are 858. Let's take a look at our friends from Yahoo. They're good to give very good to give us quotes. So let me just take the pencil. So let's see where is the market before opening. See this, Larry? You see Exo? It's another cannabis company. Look at Exo. Okay. Before hours, it's plus 34%. Before the US market opens in 4 hours and 27 minutes, this thing is already up 34%. Do you see that?
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah.
Now let's take a look at the one that we have, the one that has our attention. ACB, another 37.33%. Look at it. Oof. Look at it. US markets, baby. Woo!
Yeah, that is sexy right there.
Yeah, that's what we want. And you know where you can learn this? Here, War Room 1985. Yeah, with us. Learn morning call. And if you're ready to jump into our programs, head to trade over, go right away, head over tradewithjr.com so you can see more about what Larry has put together as far as programs where you can come and learn this. What a great way to open your eyes and say, like, woof, before hours, 28% more, right? Let's see another company. See this one. See, let me check with the guys what we have. It's gonna be a festival, my friend. Sundial growers, that keyword, growers. That's the keyword, the secret keyword for companies in the cannabis space, man. Let's see where's this one. Oh, there you go. 72% up. Beautiful, baby. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. 72%. 72%. We're gonna tweet about this. We're gonna tweet about this.
So how long are we expecting these gains to continue? Is this going to be, can we expect that every day for the next month, for the next week, for the next, how do you see that panning out?
Well, I see this as something that is very just coming out of the gates as Joe Biden is the new president in the United States. But the most important as well is there will be some companies that will keep those gains and keep building, and there will be the ones that will be just short-term gains and they will just be recycled by the market. So the idea is for us to take advantage of the momentum. Momentum is so important when it comes to trading and investing. We have to be there. We want to be there. That's what we're doing with these morning calls, understanding where's the flow, where's the action taking place. All right. So if that's the case, what we have to do is just to play according to our risk. Hey, the market opens and you have ticker symbol SNDL, Sundell Growers up 77. Hey, take it all or take some. You have to take some money off the table, right? Mm-hmm. That's what we have to do. That's the best way to play. The best way to play. So it's the same way like how the EV industry. Well, while everyone is talking about Tesla, hey, there's another company. That's a great time to mention it. Candy Technologies. Recently, Larry, they got some credits. The state of Texas is giving them some credits. So people have sort of subside, right? Bonuses. And financial reasons to buy their electric cars. Tesla is not the only player in that industry. There are other companies. Now look what this company did in 5 days. Look at this, Larry. Candy, ticker symbol, KNDI. They're coming to the US. Let me see if I can get this chart. Probably not. It's not ready yet. Let me see. The 1 month. We'll see in a moment. We'll see. Oh, there you go. Beautiful. Look at what it did in a month. Oof. November 10, it was $5.97, $6. Right now, the market is going to open at $15.50. That's 100% of your money. And what time is today? What day is today? It's today 24. In 14 days, less than 14 days, Candy Technology is giving you 100%. Now, think about it. How much money will be Tesla giving you if you were to invest the same amount of money? Think about you take 5,000 pounds, right? Or 10,000 pounds. Sometimes we see based on our research, investors and newcomers, they feel better investing in equities, more money than they do in Forex due to the volatility, due to the nature of the product itself. Nothing wrong with it, right? Imagine you place $10,000 on Tesla at the same time. We're going to look into that. Let's just tweet this to the rest of the guys. And once again, we're live on Twitter, Facebook Live, YouTube. Please give us a thumbs up if you like the content we're sharing with you and how things are moving. It's absolutely great, absolutely amazing how things are unfolding right now. So it's just great. Now let's take a look at what may happen with ACB to close this analysis. All right. So if now we have the structure, look at the structure, what the asset does. Okay, goes up. Now where are we? We're in the middle of the pause, right? We know already that this thing yesterday, Larry, closed at $7.20 per share. Mm-hmm. It's going to open at $8.50, almost 60 cents. So that means this section right there, this was the pause. Remember, that's the pause. The asset has to pause. It has to make you think you're smart, and you are if you do things right, correct? So in the pause, that's where I will say, I dare to say 95% of retail traders buy. That's it. That's where they buy. Okay.
But that's still good though.
Yeah, it's still good. Absolutely.
Because that's obviously going to push
because you're not to predict
again. Yeah, so you're still guaranteed to make money.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're joining the trend. So that's good. And then continuation. So this is what is happening, right? Look at right there. So what is our obvious next target? Believe it or not, I'm calling it today. Today is the War Room 1985 London Morning Call. November 24th. It's beautiful Tuesday, beautiful autumn Tuesday. The sun is out. I'm calling ACB final target for the time being $20 per share. This is not something I came up with. This is actually something that happened right there sometime back in April of this year. And the market is going to find that liquidity. It's going to close that cycle. That's where you are going to collect the big pounds. Today, if you do this, if you were to follow our trade idea, okay? Remember, at all time, you have to measure your risk. That's what we're going to do when we suggest an idea. I have to adjust it because it's going to open a little bit higher. All right. So we know it's going to open somewhere around $8 right there. Okay. So going into that level, the $20 level, you still have on the table 140%. I repeat, you still have on the table an investing opportunity in the US cannabis industry, roughly 140%. And your risk, I will suggest take more. I usually do it 40, 30. You can do 37% of this trade and this trade idea. That's what we're looking. We're looking at industry that has momentum. Okay. Let me just write this down so everyone has it. We're looking at industry that has one, timing. This is the right timing to do it. If you do it here, you get burned, you lose money. And second, we know liquidity. We know how liquidity is working. Liquidity is seeking a higher level, higher value, and that ends at $20 per share. So that's what we have our target there. And third, we know this is an investment. This is not voodoo. This is not magic. The government is not going to give you 10 pounds to buy pizza. No, you have to do this with portion of your savings or your risk capital. You have to jump. It's faith in you, faith in the future. Okay? Forget about the noise. This is what is taking place. You're seeing what is happening all across the board. And the action, baby, is in the US markets. That's where the money is flowing. And you must be part of it. You have to give yourself the opportunity. Think about it. What is happening today? How many people are just going to jump and say, whoa, look at that money. Look at that kind of amount of money. So that's what we want. We want everyone to enjoy that. We want everyone to see these opportunities. That's what we do with the London opening. So everyone knows what is happening. Everyone knows, okay, there's an opportunity where you can make money. Don't let anything stop you at all. All right? Okay, perfect. So we have that one. What a great market right now, huh?
I'm excited. It's been very volatile over the past couple of weeks, but we'd expect that with all the stuff that's going on with the elections. But I think people are starting to get confidence now, and with the news of vaccines coming out, everyone can see a light at the end of the tunnel as well, including the investors by the looks of it. So I think it's an exciting time to be alive. And I don't think that getting caught up in the doom and gloom is where you need to be. You need to be focused on the future and listening to what you say, my friend, because you've got the eye on the ball. Yeah, absolutely. There are a few more companies that are making it happen. So great times, absolutely great times. We're just going to get a quick look at other companies. Can I just ask, what about Bitcoin? Yeah. I know there's a lot of buzz right now because it's going to potentially be reaching all-time highs and stuff. Would that be an asset that you'd recommend looking at, or would you be expecting? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We're going to talk a little bit about Bitcoin, and we're going to come to an end on this London morning call. And Bitcoin has been chasing previous liquidity back all the way of January 2018, almost a 2-year liquidity level. Okay. Mm-hmm. But what I suggest is, like, think about this, Larry. Right now it's trading at what? $18,900. Yeah, Bitcoin right. Versus US dollar. So, mate, do you have $18,900 to buy one coin? Sadly, not at the moment. Yeah. But let me tell you what you have. You have the correlated asset in US markets. And we're going to talk about what you can do with that. I'm going to, at this moment, show the dual screen on Trading View. And if you don't have $18,000 to buy one currency, what you can do is you can buy companies that have a direct benefit of the price of Bitcoin. I'm talking about ticker symbol MARA, Marathon Patent Group, MARA. And right now, one of the many firms in Wall Street. My views, they're one of the best as well. The name of the company is H.C. Wainwright. Let me just H.C.
Wainwright and Co. It's an investment bank. And they came out yesterday with a target of $7.50 for the ticker symbol MARA, stock trading in the US. And the way it works so far this month, MARA is up 127%. What do you think is that? Look at the left, look at the right. Bitcoin's going up, MARA is going up. It's correlated.
What do MARA do? What's their function and what's the relationship to Bitcoin?
They're just they're industry mining Bitcoins. They have we can give everyone a very objective bio of the company. But we're looking is just correlation. We're looking at the correlation of the asset because Larry, anyone can write whatever they want on their bios. We know that. We know that at the end, what matters is like a CV, man. Yeah, it's like a CV, man. People write so much stuff on their CVs, and then when you look at it, it's like, do you really do what it really says on the this piece of paper? Jesus, man, it's just hilarious, man. All right. So we're gonna look into this miscellaneous commercial services, and you see digital assets tech company which mines cryptocurrencies with a focus on blockchain ecosystem and the generation of digital assets. There you go. That's the beautiful bio the guys at Mara wrote on TradingView. All right. So if you're looking for that, look at a correlated asset, a more so-called the sympathy play. Sympathy play. I would rather see you, for example, if you have 18,000, it's great. You have $18,000 or I don't know, 16, 17,000 pounds, right? You can take half of it, just take $8,000, go to US markets. All right. And right now, this company is trading at $5.20 per share. And you buy $8,000 worth of this. And let it ride. Let it ride. I'm talking right now, my call on Bitcoin is Bitcoin to be in the next 2 years at $38,000. Okay. This is doable. This is doable for Bitcoin. All right. I think we should put a little bit of that on the YouTube video and also Facebook Live calls for the day. Bitcoin.
Yeah, people are definitely interested. I was literally just thinking that, like, whatever we've spoke about right now, we can put that in the description. And if we're going to promote that, then people can see exactly what it is you're saying, so they can get in on it themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have to write all these things. You look into that, and then because of the segments as well, we can actually cut. Remember what you wanted to do? Just cut the videos and everything and repurpose it. Yeah, it's always good. Yeah. So this section of Bitcoin is absolutely brilliant. It's gold, pure gold.
Well, we're really just looking at what people are talking about right now, and obviously Bitcoin's a big one, and the younger generation, let's be honest, the younger ones are very much interested in it, so we can capture that part of the audience as well. So yeah, we'll go through and we'll make the calls, mate.
Absolutely. There you go. So now you guys know what you're looking at. So that's my take on Bitcoin. Yeah, it's great. But what we're calling is how to remember, you need to do good use of resources. If you have 18,000 pounds to invest, you might as well just take a look at US markets and float in some of that money into cannabis. All right. ACB is one option. Aurora Cannabis, ticker symbol ACB. And also take a look at MARA, Marathon Pattern Group, ticker symbol MARA. So that's what it is. That's what we have for you guys today. You have any words, any comments, Larry?
No, do you know what? I'm just going to start looking at cannabis myself right now. It's a fascinating industry. If I'm honest, I used to smoke a little bit of in the past, so it's good to see that people are treating it a bit more sensibly now. Fantastic session, mate. I really enjoyed that. As always, learned a lot there.
No, thank you, man. Thank you for being part of it. Let me just close the pencil. Comes to the final words. So absolutely, guys, being thrilled, amazing. I love it. Larry, thank you so much, everyone. This has been the War Room 1985. We're still figuring the schedule. Now we're gonna go run. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee, a glass of water, and we're gonna go our podcast. We'll come back with a link to our new podcast. It will be a 12-minute rant. Well, Larry and myself, we're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about scotch. We're going to talk about beer, wine, of course, about how make money in trading, investing, experiences, books, everything that you need to do to join others that are making hand over fist money in financial markets. Not only Forex, also US markets and call options. We didn't have time today to do it. We want to come with opportunities in the options markets where you can leverage yourself and take 100 pounds into 1,000 pounds in about 2 weeks. That is what is happening. The money, free money. You hear all these people, central banks doing everything to keep people happy. Well, now it's your opportunity, but you need to be prepared. You need to have the skills. Right now, I have to say, I feel that you don't. Honestly, look at me. You probably don't. So you need to build those skills where, hey, come to our free sessions. It's free. It's there. You don't have even to sign up. It's probably a mistake, but yeah, you don't even have to sign up. But it's available. And then if you're ready to jump in, if you want that personalized coaching, that personalized education where you're going to be built up as a warhorse, ready to go and get that money, please head over to tradewithjr.com. Larry has put everything, all the information you need to learn more about our programs, coaching programs. They're not trading courses. There's not a course. This is live. This is happening. We work with what we have now, developing that skills that will take you to the next level and would allow you to have one of those many opportunities in the online age. This is not over. This is today coronavirus. Tomorrow can be the, I don't know, the vodka virus. Who knows what is going to come? What is going to be the name? But you must be ready, mate. Yeah, I mean, it's going to come. It's always something. It's never going to end.
Russians are always sat at them. Russians are.
So one day was the Chinese, next morning it could be Russia. God forbid, God forbid. But thank you so much, guys. This is JR Larry, directly from Edinburgh, Scotland. And this has been the War Room 1985. I see you when I see you.